Precious Metal Fair, Edelmetallmesse 2016 in Munich. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we have here now Silver One Resources and Gregory Crowe, who's the president and CEO, a brand new company, just 2 months old on the stock exchange. And yeah, we want to hear more about your new startup and venture.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Silver One. As you mentioned, it is a brand new company. We have only been trading for approximately 2 months, and we had a phenomenal beginning because we actually had the opportunity to acquire 3 very significant silver properties in Mexico from First Mining Finance, which is sort of a sister company to First Majestic Minerals as well, that is very active in mining in silver in Mexico as well. The 3 properties are advanced. They do have resources on them, but they do need additional work, of course. And we are aiming at commencing an exploration program on 2 of those properties here in the next couple of weeks, with the aim of outlining potential drill programs or drilling targets for a larger drill program to take place next year in 2017.
Okay, so that means when you say you start to drill the properties, but you said you have some resources already on.
We do have resources.
How large are they?
There was previous drilling that was done over the last 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
There are historic resources.
Okay, not 43-101.
They were 43-101, but because the reports are old, they are stale dated. So they're not currently 43-101 compliant.
Okay.
But they are historical resources. You can see them on our website. One, for instance, in Sonora State, has a historic resource of just under 10 million ounces of silver. And the other one that we've got that we're emphasizing the exploration program on, the current exploration program, is located in Nayarit State, down near Guadalajara, and it also has similar style resource, but it's a mixture of silver, lead, and zinc.
Interesting.
So it's a very interesting high-grade vein type target to go after.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So that means you are like a pure silver play, but you have also some byproducts.
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, of course, exploration needs money.
Yes.
I'm sure you have raised some money when you went the IPO.
When we brought the IPO back, or the company back to trade, essentially it had been a former, shall we say, shelf company. We brought it back to trade. We also, in combination with that, we did the name change to Silver One. We did a 3-for-1 forward stock split. We also brought in new management, myself as president and CEO, and then we completed a $2.5 million Canadian dollar financing by issuing 10 million shares at 25 cents a share.
Well, that makes sense.
So we have enough of a treasury now to meet our goals, but should we decide to significantly drill the properties, if we get enough sufficient targets, then we will have to look at an additional financing in 2017.
Okay. How many holes you are planning and what lengths maybe? Can you say a little bit on that?
I can't be specific about it because
roughly estimate.
The design will be based upon the results of the exploration we're currently undertaking. But let's say that we wish to do, initially let's start maybe say 5,000 meters in maybe, depending on the property, what depth we're talking about. One property is a near surface. Most of the mineralization that's outlined lies within 50 to 100 meters of the surface. So those will be short holes, but we might put 1 or 2 long holes down for looking for depth extensions to the deposit. The other property is a high-grade vein system, mined since the pre-colonial times, periodically off and on, and mined as recently as the 1980s. And there are underground workings in different levels, exposed over a vertical depth of about 600 meters. So we'd probably want to do a couple of long drill holes in that to look for depth potential as well.
That makes sense, absolutely.
They're exciting properties, and they haven't been explored in years. And in the current silver markets, which I think we all agree are looking very promising producing
Fantastic.
in the future.
And you're owning the properties completely, also the surface rights, everything?
We own, yes, 100%. The only outstanding issue would be that is in combination with the 6 million shares that we granted to First Mining Finance, we also granted them a 2.5% net smelter return, of which we can purchase 1.5% back for $1 million.
Okay, super. Okay. So the intention is, let's say you are successful with the exploration, you could imagine long future. I know it's forward-looking statement, but you could also imagine to go in production someday?
Yes, we can. And also I should mention that in conjunction with these properties and the exploration that we plan on conducting on them, as part of the deal, we also took on a former director of First Mining Finance,
a
Mr. Raul Diaz, who is a Mexican citizen living in the United States, but he also used to work with Peñoles, which is the government state-owned company, which really is dominant throughout Mexico.
Absolutely.
But because of his experience, he knows a lot of the, shall we say, smaller scale situations, local families, all of the active operating companies in northern Mexico, and he has been charged with the task of searching for potential new acquisitions that may be closer to production or even in production.
Okay, fantastic, great. Then Gregory, thank you very much on that. That looks very interesting, and I'm pretty sure the next year we see us in January in Vancouver, and also I would say in March in Toronto.
Yes.
I look forward to some good results then.
We plan to be at both shows.
Super, great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Gregory Crowe, the president and CEO of Silver One, and you heard it. They have already some historic resources. Historic, that's very important. Not really for the 43-101 compliant of over 10 million ounces silver. They work in Mexico, and the drills start to turn quite soon. First, they have to do some mapping, some samplings to identify the targeting. Also, they own all the properties. That's very important. And also, they have one guy on the board, Raul Diaz from First Mining. So the expertise is also there with in-country knowledge. Check out the company. It's early stage, but very interesting. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Munich.